Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Looney. The market is down, and honestly, I'm kind of happy about it. Most traders panic on red days, but if you're selling covered calls or options like I am, a dip might be exactly what you needed. I'm going to break it down with stocks I own like SoFi, Riot, or Mara that have been running hot, and then I'm going to go over Tesla and what has been going on with them. But before we get into it, I want to give a quick shout out to the Discord. It is free to join. And then I also offer a premium membership or premium perks that involves trade alerts, one-on-one coaching. I have an option selling course. You can check it out. The links to it are all in the description. Here's the deal though. My covered calls on SoFi, Riot, and not so much Mara, but they have been in the money. Mostly SoFi and Riot have been deep in the money. The stocks ran hot, and we're going to pull up SoFi because in the past month, it went up 30%, and we're finally seeing that pullback because at some point, it was getting close to that $19 and at 40% jump. And now it finally cooled off, and now my covered calls are in a lot better situation. So if we scroll down to here, I have these $15 calls that are in the money, and I didn't set these up this way. I actually rolled them at this point, and the stock ran hot. I ran past my strike. And now I'm going to have to manage it once more. Because if we look down here, my total return is negative 648, and today I was up 200 just from SoFi pulling back. And by pulling back, I'm able to more easily manage this position by rolling it to a safer strike price that is closer to the current stock price. So interestingly enough, I actually want the stock to drop a little bit. Same with Riot, because this one is expiring pretty soon. And if I don't do anything, I will be forced to sell my shares at $10, which I don't want to do. I want to keep rolling this until it is at a point I do want to sell the shares. And because of this pullback, to roll it is going to be a little bit easier, and I might get paid to roll it. And overall, my cover calls are just in a better situation. You can see here, I'm up $30 from this, and I'll probably roll it to $11 either tomorrow or later this week. We do have a shorter week, so we'll see how that plays out. My credit spreads, unfortunately, might be in a tough situation. I might have to just close these for a loss, and that is unfortunate, but it is the game. And as for today, I didn't really make any plays. We could have done at market open with this dip. And the reason I didn't is because I didn't know if we were going to fall further or not. And that's when I was going to really open up. But we could see that it was pretty violent, the movements. We shot back up pretty quickly, shot back down, and then shot back up. So to time that was very difficult. And that's why I kind of stayed out of it. If anything, I might open a new Mara sell put. And we'll see if Mara drops a little bit more, and I'll get like a $14 put or somewhere around there and acquire more shares and trying to get that average cost down. But this one is not near the money. So in this situation, I wouldn't mind if Mara went up a little bit. It's really just as long as it doesn't go past $17, I'm okay with. But we'll see. We'll see if it does. These stocks might run hot tomorrow. But not only that, we saw Tesla made a massive movement to the downside. I own Tesla. I'm not buying anymore, and I'm not selling it anymore. I did sell it when it was at 400, so I made some profit with it. But today we saw Trump and Elon beefing on X. Elon was bringing up about the big, beautiful bill and being honest on what he felt about it and how he disagreed with it. And then Trump was basically saying he would deport him and just name calling him. So because of this, we saw Tesla move to the downside, which is not really surprising. Investors are a little frustrated with how the company's doing and maybe how the CEO is doing. And it's just a hard stock to hold for many. And that's why it is dropping. And if we go to the 200-day moving average, it's actually below it. So is this a buying opportunity? Possibly. I'm not buying because I don't think that this is the best opportunity for my account. That doesn't mean it's a bad purchase or a bad time to buy, but for myself, I am just simply holding off, and maybe down the line, if I feel it's a good opportunity, I will buy more Tesla, maybe if it goes like 250. But as of now, not really making major moves. But we could see that even though the market was down, I was able to win from this, because if we go to my options, overall, I am up $200 on the day, or $225 on the day. And this actually benefited myself, because you could see past week I'm down $1,200, past month down $1,400. And these are all because of my cover calls. They're deep in the money. And I could just let them expire and get called away. But I do want to hold these shares. I think SoFi is a great stock. I think Riot has room to run. So I'm just simply holding these and trying to roll it out. And when the stock drops, it's a little bit easier to roll it and manage it overall. Because if the stock keeps running hot, there's a chance of early assignment. And early assignment, I can't really control. And therefore, my shares will get called away at any moment. And that's why I will roll. And this dip is actually an opportunity. So when prices drop, the delta of these deep in the money calls do start to shrink a bit, which is pretty good. And that makes rolling or even closing these positions more favorable. I'm not going to close them. Like I said, I will roll. And then the premiums come back down and I can just roll it up and out for cheaper. And I do regain control over my shares. So instead of getting assigned early, I do have that window to reposition myself. So don't panic just because the market is red, or even if it runs green and you're kind of stuck in the mud where you miss out on gains. Don't panic, just let things play out. The markets do correct themselves, and this just might be a moment to fix a position that was looking pretty capped. And because of Tesla and Elon criticizing Trump, we have the opportunity for the stock to have a pullback. And we might see another pullback, a more natural pullback. This was more of a forced one, but we'll see. Make sure you're paying attention to your deltas and just rolling smart. And don't get emotional on red days. Don't make major emotional trades or revenge trades. And that's why I didn't make any trades today. You should use these red days and just appreciate your position and just take a good outlook on what your strategy is. I still have $6,900 in cash. I think I closed a few today from Mara and realized the gain. And now I'm waiting for maybe even more of a pullback to deploy my cash. So drop a like if you're navigating this like I am. If not, drop it in the comments how you're navigating. And don't forget to check the Discord and the premium version. All the links to it are in the description.